This is the HSS Interactive Network. Welcome to this edition of Improvement in Action. I'm your host, Phil Nielsen. HSS uses a systematic approach to improving processes. The DMATIC model helps us improve quickly and with a high level of confidence. This podcast focuses on the test step of the DMATIC improvement model. Before we dig too deeply, it will be helpful to see the DMATIC model in its expanded version. The DMATIC improvement model starts with define, advances to measure, moves to analyze, travels to improve, and ends at control. The gap between analyze and improve allows us to confirm we have a well-tested improvement plan before we start making changes in the real world. The test or pilot stage fills this gap. The results of the test or pilot program are compared with the desired results of the improvement effort. If the results are not the best we think we can get, we loop back to define and try again. When the test results meet our expectations, then we move to improve and actually change the process. Now let's explore what is meant by test. During the define and analyze steps, we may have identified several possible improvement options. It is best to select only one, but that may not be possible. Whether there is one or more possible improvement options, the test step determines how valid the option or options are. Testing teaches the improvement team valuable lessons about what does and doesn't work. In the process improvement world, failures are valuable. Thomas Edison built nearly 1,000 light bulbs that did not work before his first success. His first practical bulb lasted less than 14 hours. However, he never made the same mistake twice. Testing is a safety net for those performing the current process. Testing keeps us from upsetting current processes, which might be worse than not fixing things at all. Finally, testing gives everyone a chance to be involved in the improvement efforts. We'll talk more about that later. Think back to the DMATIC improvement model. The steps leading to the test are critical to the success of a test. Why? Because a good definition helps us select the best ideas to test, and a sharp analysis provides the details about who, what, when, where, why, and how to test. Finally, the measure step gives us the answer key on which we grade the test results. Sometimes the test will be partially successful. Sometimes we will experience a complete failure. Either way, we must go back through the define, analyze, and measurement steps and refine our proposed solution or select another option. We only move forward when the test meets the expectations we set out for the test. Testing can occur rapidly, or it may take a long time. This is not the time to rush or take a shortcut or settle for second best. Our employees and customers deserve the best solution we can find. A moment ago, I said testing involves everyone. By that, I mean the changes we test, and the results of the test should not be kept secret. There may be some trade secret or financial information that not everyone should know, but generally, we want the process to be transparent. One powerful way to prepare employees for a change is to involve them in developing the change. If the test results are not acceptable, the employees will appreciate the effort we make in designing and testing another solution. Letting them see the test and its results provides confidence that the final changes have a high probability of success. In order to determine if a test is successful, most often we compare results of the process before and after running the test. This means we must have valid measures. What the measures are and how they are presented is a key ingredient to the test step. One common measure that easily compares before and after results of the test is the run chart. Here is the run chart, used in the Analysis podcast, showing my average round-trip drive times to and from work. And here is the run chart of the round-trip drive times after I altered my route. Did altering my route reduce my drive time? How can you tell? Changing my drive route did save time. Before the test, my most common drive time was 48 minutes. After the test, it was 46 minutes. That's a savings of 2 minutes on the most frequently occurring drive time. Before the test, my average drive time was 46 minutes and 42 seconds. After the test, it was 45 minutes and 20 seconds. That's an average savings of 1 minute and 22 seconds. Given the results of the test, would you change your drive route? If all things were equal, that is, no extra gas is used or there are no toll roads on the new route, I would change to the new route. It did save me time. But wait, is that the best we can do? This is the result of one test. There might be other routes to try or other transportation methods to test. It would generally be a good idea to test several more options before declaring success. If this example involved other employees or changed the service provided to a customer, we would certainly want to test more instead of taking a small gain and then having to try it again in a few weeks or months. We don't want to disrupt production and confuse our employees too often, so testing several possibilities before settling on one is usually a good idea. Before we go, please take a moment and share your experiences with me. If you are an HSS leader, click on the DMATIC-Test line in the discussion board on the Performance Improvement landing page to post your comments, or you can send me an email message at the address on the screen. Well, that's it for this edition of Improvement in Action. Thanks for joining me, and goodbye until next time.